ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओं निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अथर्वऋषे मण्डूकमहर्षे गौडपादाचार्यवर्याय आद्यशङ्करसद्गुरुवे अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ अथर्ववेदान्तर्गतमाण्डूक्योपनिषत् शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ अलातशान्त्याख्य चतुर्थ प्रकरणम्। Just close the eyes for half a minute. Wishing you all a very, very happy Holi. Today is a Holi festival. The festival is celebrated because of victory over the negative by the positive. The victory of devotion, the victory of faith, the victory of surrender, the victory of God's grace on the non-positive powers. It was that Hiranyakashipu trying to kill his own son through that burning him on that pyre of fire. Holika, his sister, says, I'll put him, I'll be safe, he will be burnt because I got the boon of not getting burnt in the Agni. And it happens the other way around. Prahlada is saved, she dies. To indicate to us that when a devotee is a great devotee, he need not have any special siddhis or vara. But one siddhi or vara he'll have in which everything is included. That is Bhagavan's Rakshana Kavacham, protection. Not only it is outside to protect from the Holika or Hiranyakashipu, but also it is to protect inside from the entire materialism named Holika and Ajnana named Hiranyakashipu. In fact, Hiranyakashipu is materialism. Hiranyam is gold. Kashipu means Simhasanam. So the one who is Hiranyam is money oriented, Simhasanam means the power position oriented. He is called Hiranyakashipu. He tried to dethrone the great devotee Prahlada, kill him. He used his own sister, power. But nothing works in front of Bhagavan's Kripa. Therefore, what we have to learn today is on a holy day, closing our eyes, remembering the Lord in His infinite power, praying to Him like an innocent Prahlada and asking Him to eliminate all Dushta Rakshasata inside and outside, give us both the joy of pure light of one without second self and the joy of colors of beautiful expression in the world. Everything is joy here. No joy adds or deletes joy from the Paramatma Ananda. Yet every small little thing is its own beauty. So the colorfulness of the holy festival, as I believe, is to be colorful in our life, in every relation, in every activity, in every endeavor, in every achievement, in every involvement. Add colors to life. When you have friends, colorful life. Family members, colorful life. You're a member in organization, colorful. You're a citizen of the nation, colorful. You belong to a great cultural tradition, colorful. You have your own personal ambitions, colorful. Why should be colorless, dried and paleness? You understand? Color means life there. We should not be colorless in our life. Anything like class. It should be colorful. Study well, study deep, explain well, listen well, understand it nicely. That's what colorfulness. You do upasana, puja, वो सब colorful होना चाहिए. That is the meaning of colorfulness there. So too, all colors come from white light. So all these joys come from the Paramatma only. Therefore, not compromising with the full light of Paramatma Anubhava, let us revel in the colorful life. Like Lord Krishna is the best example. That's why in Mathura Vrindavan, 9 days or 7 days they celebrate the Holi. Because he lived inside the bright light of conscious self and outside colorful. Every Leela, right from his expression, through the Garbha of Devaki in that jail, he came Shankachakra Gada Padma and he told the father, take me across. Everything is colorful for him. What a dynamic life of such a longness he lived. See, he has given love, he blessed the devotees, he helped who wanted help from him, he eliminated all the Rakshasas. Everything, and he is such a all Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood movies put together is the masala in Lord Krishna's life. He is not, he kidnapped, everything he did. He took Rukmini and went away, and he finished some Rakshasas, he defeated Jambanadi, he got his every marriage is a great colorful expression. He wherever he goes, colorfulness, Lord Krishna. He was not dry and pale. Even in his family life also, 16,000 of the same said, हमको 10 बच्चे चाहिए. He said, granted. Everybody has got children, so many. He made his grandsire happy, grandfathers like Ugrasena, Shurasena. Parents were happy, Vasudeva Devaki. Himself, his brother Balrama happy, and all his children, all these Pradyumna, Aniruddhadi, Pradyumna's son, Aniruddha, his grandson. So he was so colorful. There is no badness or sadness or all notions in Krishna avatar. That's why they celebrate it more beautifully. So today, as a Holi, you celebrate your colors like others do in the outside. Okay, chalega wo. But more spiritually seen, are we allowing the laziness to overpower us and make our lives dry for some reason? Or are we are conscious to eliminate that dryness and feel that color in everything we do? Whether you take breakfast, lunch, dinner, you sleep, you watch TV, you go somewhere, सब colorful, bright, brilliant होना चाहिए. One word में बताओ तो remove or reduce let the gloominess and sadness of life. Add joy, beauty, and continue because the coming months are very hot summer months. So they try to make everything dry and pale. इतनी गर्मियां होते हैं कि सारा सूख ही जाता है वो. तो सूखने नहीं देना हम, इसलिए कलर होली यहाँ स्टार्ट होता है गर्मियों से शुरुआत. And the spiritual life also looks to be dry because you have to give up all sukha and bhoga. But then you add your colors of bringing prema, bhakti, viveka, vairagya, shamadamadi guna if you are adhyatmik. So that way you can interpret it in so many ways. Happy Holi to every one of you. Enjoy that. We are also trying our best to add those colors through the studying of colorful classes every day. Our satsanga is colorful, huh? I tell you. Mano ya na mano. We do Rudra in Telugu, then Bhagavatam in English, then Valmiki Ramayana, and then Hindi. Though Adhyatma Ramayana in two languages, and Mandukya Upanishad. Our day is colorful that way. I am in very good mood. Lord should continue blessing with good health, that we will revel in this way, satsang. So, in this process, we are into Mandukya Upanishad. In that also, first, second, third Prakarana, fourth one, ALAATHA Shanti. Final finishing touches are given, and the ultimate is being taught to us here. In this, we are going into the deepest logical inquiry regarding the validity of the entire gross and subtle world's presence itself. And at that highest level of Shastra's injunction, highest level of logic and example, and highest level of experience after the sadhana, what do we find is Ekameva Advayam Brahma Naiha Nana Asti Kinchana. What is there is only one without second Brahman. Neither he became something else, nor he became a cause, nothing happened, he alone is there. That is Ajatavad. It is experiential, it is a Shastric injunction, and he is giving us the idea through logic also how to understand it, then believe the Shastra, then to experience it, follow the injunctions given by Shastra. Having followed that, reach to the Anubhava. What is Anubhava? I alone, nothing is born. Then what is everything? Abhasa. Then what to do? Get entertained. So simple. What is our Karika Kara's final principle is this. Ki the Rujuvakra Abhasas are never born, but they appeared. You enjoy them. Simple. The patterns were never real, but appeared because of some conditions of the movement of Alatha. Is it not? So to the entire world is an appearance because the movement of the chitta. So more than that, there is no reality to be given. If you give reality to the snake, then subsequently you will have to be afraid. See, it looks like a snake, but don't say it is snake. Say that the world is looking like this, but world is not real. Real is Paramatma only. The moment you live this principle, you are already liberated. And in the system of this Vishwa, remember, like when you say a movie or a dream, in that system of dream and movie, for making it more interesting, entertaining, everything is added. The Janma is there, Jara is there, Roga is there, Mrityu is there, Prema is there, Yuddha. ये सब मिलकर सिनेमा होता है. That's why every cinema producer, director tries to add maximum things so that it becomes more colorful for the viewers. Now the Lord is the director for the cinema of the world. So he will add his colors. So the entire things that are happening are colors. But none of them are real. All of them are abhas. Like none of the cinema is real, it is abhas. Because of that, we are able to see so many cinemas, but no samsara created. Because we know it is not real. So to the real world is this world is taken as real, therefore it is becoming heavy to us to carry the load. If you take it also with the wisdom that it is Ishvara Leela, then we are not afraid of anything, we are not demanding anything, we are going through everything, we are enjoying. When we are told to do the duty, we do the duty. When we are given the rewards, we take it. When we are told to sit and meditate, we do that. The reward of that, when the Paramatma is given, we receive that. In and through, there is no issue created by us, external or internal. How? Because you don't create any issue with the abhasa. It's a murkhata. You cannot have fighting with a movie. कि क्या story है उसमें. You can't. You can give a suggestions improvement, but that also part of the imagined movie only. Nothing is real there. So this is what is the crux of Alatha Shanti we have to. And that one here Karikakara and Bhashyakara are trying to explain to us through the deep logics. And the sequence last 7 8 days, every day we are repeating. Every day we are repeating so that that enters so deeply into us. We will be able to sit for meditation to transcend all the layers of imagination, the ignorances, and reach to the reality. We have to try. Only then we will reach. We have to willingly try. Don't have the will and try now. Therefore, we are in the superficial external world only. So the world is there. It is grahya. I am the receiver of the world. Grahaka. They are not there in the sleep. They are there now. What is that which is there in the sleep? Not there in sleep and now chitta. Therefore, in the chitta only grahya grahaka are there. First conclusion. Second what? Chitta is chitta only, therefore chitta is unmodifiable. Therefore, in the chitta, grahya grahaka cannot be. Pure chitta में जो चित स्वरूप है, then where from grahya grahaka are coming? It is only abhasa. But abhasa cannot just be expressed. It becomes abhasa because of the spandana of the chitta. The fit example is alatha spandana, rujuvakra abhasa. Then why the chitta is coming into existence and spandana? Because of the hetuhu, uttama, adhama, madhyama hetus. Uttama, madhyama, adhama hetus, which are becoming nimitta. And where from why the hetus are there, uttama and adhama, madhyama hetus, which are the nimitta? Because abhinivesha. Then the connection, as long as you have abhinivesha, so long hetus are there, chitta is there, spandana is there, avasa is there. In the avasa, grahyaka, grahaka, and grahya. In the grahya, there is no end. You can be right. You can talk about infinite cosmos, infinite star. आप कुछ भी बोलने को क्या फर्क पड़ता है? You talk in terms of light years and all. देखो, the distance measured in terms of light years, that star is so many, it is from what standpoint? From the here earth standpoint. In the earth also, I the human being, whether I the human being or the earth which is containing me, or the other star which is so many light years away, or the space in between, remember, all of that is concept only, intellectual concept, that's it. Now in the concept you can conceptualize anything. Now, but they are going, no, the Hubble has come and gone, James is gone now. It is sending photographs of all these stars. What do you say? Are it's a part of drama. Why don't you understand? When you can dream, in dream you can Jada, Chetana, anything you can dream. Like in the dream also, you can send the James telescope and you can discover all of them. That doesn't mean it is real when you wake up. That is why all of them are relative real, not absolute. Why? Because that person, whether he is here or he is gone into the sky through the telescopes, he is first of all consciousness. Everything has come from consciousness, stay in the consciousness, goes back into consciousness. While all that is happening, consciousness never comes and goes. That is absolute truth. Why? What I am explaining? In the grahya grahaka, the infinitude in the grahya. ग्राह्य वस्तु में अनंतता का कारण मैं बता रहा हूं कि उसका कोई ठिकाना नहीं होता, आप कितने भी कर सकते हो, उसमें क्या है। एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग टू एवरी ग्राह्य, द ग्राहक ऑल्सो रेस्पॉन्ड्स, correlating and responding is equal to corresponding. That is how the samsara goes on. But that's very grossest. Subtle when you go, both grahya and grahaka are in the spandana of the chitta. Chitta spandana is because of nimitta. Nimitta is because of abhinivesha. So when you remove the abhinivesha, this side, the chitta spandana, the abhasa go away. The other side, the chitta non-spandita is nothing but chitta. You understand? Nothing but chitta only, that chitta. So because of spandana, chit se chitaya. कारण क्या है? स्पंद का वासना है. Now, last question always remains unanswered because not answering is the answer of it. That where from those vasanas, samskaras, avidyas, which are the hetu and nimitta for chitta to express and its abhasa have come from, it is not answerable. That is called maya. Not on, it's not answerable is not the problem. But the other thing is what? It can be transcended. When you hold on to Maya, you will never get an answer to it. Clear? When you reach to the Tattva, you will have no Maya later on. There is no question remains there. Till the Maya, all questions are answered. About Maya, the question is dissolved. You can't, that's called as Maya. That aghatita ghatana patiyas is Maya. That without doing any change in Paramatma, on Paramatma only, the Maya Shakti has imagined entire world. ये why का आंसर नहीं होता ये. If you want an answer, because without getting an answer you are not satisfied, we say it is Samishti Vasanas from this side, we say it is Paramatma's Leela from that side. These answers are given to satisfy you, they are not real answers. The real answer is only Paramatma is there. There is no Maya, therefore the Maya Krita Jagat nahi hai. That is absolute truth. And that is experiential. That's how many saints have experienced it. Clear? So in this Alatha Shanti, this is what we were discussing. We have come up to last mantra. Abhuta viniveshadhi sadrushe tat pravartate vastu abhavam sa buddhaima Nisangam vinivartate. I was telling you from last 4 days every day. This is the most important shloka. Simple, but the meaning of it is very highly consequential. Very great. It contains everything. Of what is said so far, uska essence भी बताया. Then how to come out of the problematic zone, enter into the zone of liberation. वो भी बताया. Only three, four parts it has got. Abhuta abhiniveshat hi sadrushe tat pravartate vastu abhavam sa buddhva eva nisangam vinivartate. It is such a sublime, excellent, fantastic explanation. I'll try to put it as easy as possible. Then we will see Bhashya that becomes two times explanation. First is what? You have to study from Tat Pravartate. Tat Pravartate means Chitta function. So that means Chitta. Okay? Chitta Pravartate. And in the Chitta Pravartana, what is there? Spandana. Chitta Spandana leading to what? Abhasa. Up to this, be clear. All these three. Abhasas are happening because of Spandana of the Chitta. All those three are meaning of Tat Pravartate. Then which type of abhasas are expressed? Answer is Sadrishe. Okay? Sadrishe Tat Pravartate. So Chitta does its Spandana and expresses those abhasas. Depending on what, we have to see all the three. Chitta, its spandana and corresponding आभासा. ये तीनों जो भी जिस जीव के अंदर हो रहे हैं जब कभी भी हो उसका कारण क्या है. दिस इज अ $1,000,000 पॉइंट. द million word अभूत अभिनिवेश is a very peculiar word used only by Karikakara. Very interesting. Abhuta Abhinivesha means total insistence on Abhuta, that which is not there. That's our mistake then. We have to rectify it. Like a person is very bad, but in something you are got attracted toward that person, but you insist him to be good only. This is Abhuta Abhinivesha. Another person is very good, but some conditioning in the happens in the mind that you keep on looking at that person negative only. That is not there in him, but Abhuta. अभूत का अभिनिवेश कर रहे आप. शत्रु में मित्र, मित्र में शत्रु को हम कितने बार देखते हैं कि नहीं. दैट्स व्हाट अभूत अभिनिवेश का ये अर्थ है. वर्ल्ड इज नॉट देयर बट यू आर इमेजिनिंग. दैट इज अल्टीमेट आंसर. और जिस वस्तु जो एक्चुअली अभूत है उसके बारे में आपको अभिनिवेश हुआ, उसके हिसाब से चित्त प्रवर्तना करके उस तरह का आभास आपको देता है. Therefore, in whatever the form you are doing Avinivesha, in that form Chitta is acting, doing Spandana, and it is creating that type of thing. Like, I don't know whether it's example correct or not. If I'm wrong, forgive me. Like in the hotel, masala is kept ready. आप जो भी सब्जी मांगो उन सब्जी में ये मसाला डाल के देता है. दैट इज वाई यू गेट 4 सब्जियां सब एक ही तरह टेस्ट लगते हैं क्योंकि मेन मसाला इज एक. Now, what are the different सब्जीज? अभूत अभिनिवेश. कौन सा सब्जी आपको आया डिपेंडेड ऑन योर अभिनिवेश. तत्प्रवर्तते. That person who makes kana or the one is called a chitta. So as you have done the abhinivesha, in that way he mixes up and gives you or not. So too, if that not there, then let us talk about paratha. So plain paratha, aloo paratha, mooli paratha, it's all your abhinivesha coming in that form. Like South Indian dosha. Simple dosha, but plain dosha, masala dosha, onion. They make so many. So all the three, remember, Chitta's existence, Chitta's Spandana, because Spandana, Abhinivesha happening. All of them are actually Abhuta. But because of your Abhinivesha, the Chitta is doing that type of Spandana Pravartana, leading to that type of Abhasa. That is what you see in the world. अभूत अभिनिवेशाद ही सदृशे तत्प्रवर्तते. प्रवर्तते तत्प्रवर्तते तत्सदृशे प्रवर्तते अभिनिवेशाद कस्य अभूतस्य. That's what I said. All these stones and bricks and all. You look at them and you imagine a building. Building was never there, abhuta. But your abhinivesha made the stones to be put in such a way that the building sadrusha is there in front of you. This is a gross example. In the same way, it is our abhinivesha. It includes so many thoughts. What is that? As long as you have Abhinivesha, so long you will see the world. In as many varieties you have Abhinivesha, so many varieties you will see the world. Now, Abhinivesha is your original or you may borrow it from others, but it is Abhinivesha. The moment you decide not to have the Abhinivesha, you can see slowly Chitta, its spandana and the Abhasa starts reducing slowly, slowly. It goes away. That's what yoga, that's what meditation. Meditation ultimately, therefore, is that state of experiencing the permanent truth, in the process of which we have stopped all Abhinivesha. Therefore, all the Chitta Spandana and the आभासास have dissolved. तो इससे बढ़कर कोई भी शास्त्र वेदांत तत्व अनुभव को साधना के माध्यम से बता नहीं सकते अलॉन्ग विथ साधना. अभूताभिनिवेशाधि सदृशे तत्प्रवर्तते. आई गिव 4-5 एग्जांपल्स. नहीं है लेकिन आपने इमेजिन किया तो आ गया. व्हाई डिड यू डू अभिनिवेश? You did abhinivesha again because of hetus of vasanas and all. That's why some vasanas you have to work out, get mastery over that. Other vasanas also you reject. When you are able to come to that status of rejecting all of them, you understand, then the abhiniveshas go away. I like this shloka, that's why. Abhuta abhiniveshadhi sadrushe tat pravartate. Tat pravartate, sadrushe pravartate. Abhuta abhinivesha. Now what is solution? What is solution? No, in this solution, first the faith, second is your own experience. He says, Vastu abhavam saha archa buddha eva. Vastu abhavam buddha eva. No, it's all interconnected. That Vastu is actually in reality not there. When you awaken to that understanding, then your abhinivesha goes away. Then chitta, its sadrusha, its pravartana leading to the sadrushya abhasa goes away. Vastu sa buddha eva. Aha. Now this is what sadhana we have to be doing. What is therefore, it is like this. I see the world. And I am always in the conclusion that world is real. Because of that, I involve in the world and that adds to the reality of the world. The world alone is real. But what is to be done on the strength of logic given in the Shastra and quotations and experience of Mahatmas? First, we have to stop giving absolute reality to the world. Then come to that it is only avasa. Then vastu abhavam. First, start believing in the fact that this vastu is not at all there. With Shraddha, you do it because that is ultimate reality. Then, when you don't give reality, abhinivesha goes away. You can see that a person so much you are attached to do, so much abhinivesha that every day 10 times you phone call karte ho, message karte ho, so much you are. That relation, that life appears to be so real, sometimes beautiful also. But slowly, when abhava practice starts happening, is it not? Slowly abhinivesha goes away. The abhinivesha goes away. That chitta, which was throughout the day thinking only about that person and all, slowly it reduces that type of spandana. Is it not? Then where are the avasas? In this way, if you are a person of 67 years, in your life right from childhood, how many objects, how many works, how many situations, how many people, about whom we had so much of abhinivesha, there was so much reality. But as the time passed on, about everyone the abhinivesha gone away, then the abhas also gone away. You understand in our own life? You don't even remember people and places. कुछ कुछ तो ऐसी जगह तो डेली जाकर होटल में चाय पीते थे. अब याद भी नहीं होगा वो. What we are doing here? Vastu abhavam buddha. And why the vastu abhava buddha? One of the logic is what? Everything is created. Everything is destroyed. So, Adi and Anta of everything is not there. It is not there. In the middle only it is appearing. And we already saw sixth mantra of second prakarana, that which was not there in the beginning, not there in the end. In middle also it is not there, but appearing. But in reality is not there but appearing. This logic should help you to do the practice of vastu is abhava. Practice Karama. With the practice of above the Vastu, the Abhinivesha goes away, then Spandana goes away, then Avasa goes away. When the Avasa goes away, what is there Chitta as Chitta? That is realized. Again, in the state of realization, what you see is Vastu Abhava only. Why? Other than Brahma, there is nothing. पहले भी ब्रह्म ही थे और कुछ नहीं थे लेकिन बिकॉज अभिनिवेशा ही इमेजिन द वर्ल्ड बाद में भी ब्रह्म ही रहेंगे और कुछ नहीं रहेंगे क्यों यू ड्रॉप्ड अभिनिवेश बाय गिविंग अप द रियलिटी गिवन टू द वर्ल्ड विथ आभास साधना और वस्तु अवभाव वस्तु अभाव साधना सो वस्तु अभाव सबुद्ध्वा एव what will happen with the result of Nissangam? Slowly the chitta gets detached from its spandana and from its creating or allowing the imagine abhasas to happen. Chitta will slowly become Nissanga. The more the chitta is becoming Nissanga from its work of spandana and creating the abhasa, the nearer it is going to its original status. And what is the original state of chitta is chit only. Chit is pure conscious self, and that is the reality, which is always there. Even when all this bondage happened, sadhana happened, realization happened, nothing happened to chitta. It's chitta. Conscious self always remained as it is. But an illusory bondage is removed by another illusory sadhana. That's why the example of that cow or bull tied with an illusory rope and again is untied also with the illusory rope. But that fellow thinks that really मेरे को बांधा था बैठ जाती है और जब उठो उठो कहा उठ जाती है जब खोलने के बाद. You know you can see in life also किसी बंदे को दोस्त मानते हो कुछ दिन के बाद वो लड़ते हैं वो दुश्मन मानते हो कुछ दिन के बाद भूल जाते हो भूलना मतलब जो पहले था दोस्त और दुश्मन बनने से पहले. Then he was unknown to me, he's unknown later on. In between, where from Dushman and Dost came, it's only the imagination. Interesting. This is what 110 20 14 40 बार हमें चिंतन करना है. Then this information starts becoming knowledge. One thing happens like वाकई जो कह रहे correct है. Then start living that, then the all samsara starts going away, but you are ready for it. If we are still finding pleasures, happiness in small little sukha and anubhava, then we will never be able to be in withdraw completely. Into go into the deep analysis, deep understanding, deep contemplation, deep experience. सुपरफिशियल रहेगा हमको उसका वो व्यक्ति कैसा होता है हमारे तरह कि सत्संग सुपरफिशियल करेंगे हम सब सुनने वाले बोले वाले लेकिन जो जीवन है हमारा सुख दुख वाला उसको भरपूर जिएंगे वी आर डूइंग द सेम our study is superficial but our samsara is still pakka we never give up our breakfast lunch dinner people friends relations कौन सा चीज हमने लाइट लेकर ध्यान को स्ट्रांग बनाया संकल्प भी नहीं आया अभी तक that superficial is our information and our seeking and our acceptance about the truth. This is how it starts. Nothing, it's not said to say that something wrong going on. This is how everybody begins. That's why I'm every day repeatedly requesting, chodo kuch bhi, but never give up satsanga. In the satsanga, one should be tattva chintana, another is Bhagavad Bhakti. These are only ones which intensify the seeker in you, strengthen the seeker in you. Keep on, then only slowly the importance shifts from the worldliness to the Paramatma. And result kya hoga? The non-existing world which was binding starts leaving us and Paramatma whom we forgot, he starts revealing to us. So dukkha nivrutti, sukha prapti. Paramatma mein sukha ananda hai, jagat mein dukkha hai, whether you accept or not. And whenever I say Jagat Dukkha, don't immediately conclude Jagat means the outer world, people, etc. Jagat means your own inner mind Jagat, where you have seen things, perceived them, have thoughts about them, then you related to them with your Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha. That world we are talking. Outer world is not there to do anything. Even if it is there in Ishvara Srushti, it is never harmful. My personal samsara, I have to eliminate. The Jagat rehta hai. रहता है नहीं रहता फर्क नहीं पड़ता व्हेन यू नो परमात्मा. See the powerful shloka. Abhuta abhiniveshanhi sadrushe tat pravartate vastu abhavam sa buddhva eva nissangaha vinivartate. What is the vinivartanam finally? The chitta dissolves to become chit. चित्त का चित्तत्व चला जाकर चित्त चित होता है. So, from this standpoint, at deep level, when I am working through senses, mind now, even though senses, mind, upadhis काम कर रहे हैं, but what is all around all the time is that pure consciousness only. But that consciousness first came to the level of chitta, and through the spandana, he is becoming such a world of gross and subtle, individual and total, with so much of variety. पहले पहले सुनने वालों को समझ नहीं आता, सुन सुनकर तो पता चलेगा. And one of the parameter for it was, which was again and again said to us in the second and third prakarana, how much of solidly you are experiencing the objects, but all experiences are in the chitta. Is it not? I am experiencing Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. You know, I touch this rod and say, ये ठंडा है और hard है. Definitely. But where is that experience is happening? Neither in the rod, nor in the finger, nor even in indriya of the finger. It is happening in the mana only. But in the mana only, the deha का अनुभव भी हो रहा है. लेकिन देह से अहम वाला तादात्म्य होने से ये रॉड मेरे से अलग के रूप में मैं ले रहा हूं और इसका आदत हो गया. That is what is the entire Mandukya Upanishads Alatha Shanti Prakarana. What Alatha Shanti is mainly saying, both Grahya and Grahaka are there as a avasa in the Chitta Spandana. Both are equal status. But when I become identified with the Deha Adi or Ahankara Adi, other things become as if separate. Again, I am saying, what is meditation? When you open your eyes and look, you see a wall. So when the question is asked, where is the wall? You say there. My question is, where is the experience of the wall? Not there. It is in the chitta. Now, where is the experiencer of the wall? He also is in the chitta. If that is so, then why the wall is said to be there? Now, with what standpoint the wall is said to be there? From this there standpoint. Then only it is there. Because of the excessive identity with deha, that the wall is appearing to be different. But experience level mein jao, this deha also is in my chitta, the wall also is in my chitta. But tadatma with the deha from millions of lives is happening. Therefore, easily we don't compromise with that. We don't give it up. ना ना, आप कुछ भी कहो स्वामी, आप ट्विस्ट कर रहे हो, मेरे को देह में रहना अच्छा है. ठीक है, दीवार उधर है, जाके पटक लो, ठपाक. In the same way, I gave example of one wall or the rod. Any shabda, any sparsha, any rupa, any rasa, gandha. These are the only five experiences we have of the world. And inside in the mind, the emotions. The raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, ये सब मन में. बट सारे मन में ही है कि नहीं, इनको अनुभव करने वाला भी मेरे चित्त में ही है. तो फर्स्ट रीच टू दिस स्टेट, the entire world and share of the world are in chitta. You have to be established in this. This is the fact. This is a journey in spirituality. This is a correct journey. This is the first step. If this is not done, if you take the world as other than you, apart from your chitta, and it is outside, we will never grow spiritually. We are a pakka samsari only. Because after this way accepting that the world and me both are in chitta, then how this chitta is appearing like this? What is the root cause? To those higher inquiries we can do. In that final inquiry, these are the steps revealed. They are the avasas, they are appearing because of spandana, and spandana chitta is doing because of these nimittas. And when you nimittas are there because of abhinivesh. Nimittas are there because of abhinivesha is to say that if you drop the abhinivesha, nimittas go away, chitta spandana goes away, avasas goes away. Our job is not all this. Our job is to recognize the Ekamevadvayam Brahma, which is absolute reality. हमको इन सब से लड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन ये सब ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन है, इसलिए इसको निला के we reach the Lord. Experiencing one without second Brahma, unborn, undying as myself is the goal. That time, that immaculate, pure, fearless, never decreasing Ananda will be experienced as my own self. Now, these are the few words will be answered only when you experience. अब अनुभव आने के बाद तो ना कुछ कहने को बोलने को होता ही नहीं, क्योंकि उतना कंप्लीट होता है वो. Like when you see a great scene, beautiful, तब तक पूछते जाते हो, वो बोलता ही जाता है. अब देखने को ना पूछना होता है ना कहना होता है, बिकॉज यू आर डायरेक्टली एक्सपीरियंसिंग इट. Same is with the self. So today's shloka is so essential on the holy day. We are given this most holy shloka for us to understand practice. Now, when you are doing this, hmm, where is Ragadesha Kamakrodha discussion? Where is Shatrumitra discussion? Where is Janmavarana discussion? ये सब बच्चे लोग बात करते हैं. The spiritually matured people directly attack the root cause. They talk about chitta spandana, chitta aspandana. Spandita chitta is jagatu, aspandita chitta is chitta. Your focus is on not allowing the chitta to get spandana. Maintain that spandana rahita chitta, then you are one with chitta. That is in our hands. Not allowing the chitta to get spandita. In that effort of ours, not allowing chitta to get spandita, consciously we can see chitta-ness going away. Chit is experienced as myself. It happens when we do. No, that cannot be shown. Even if it is videoed and kept outside, still it is a seen thing only, not experience. खुद को करना पड़ता है. Now the bhashya of this for some time we will see today. 79th wala. He says, yasmat. Yasmat means what? From where everything is starting. Abhuta abhiniveshat. The combination of two words, abhuta and abhinivesh. Abhuta is non-existing thing. Abhinivesha is insistence. I told you a man is there. There is no friend and enemy. But you insist a friend. He also feels same like, and you become friends, which is not real but abhinivesh. And some लोग तो ये दोस्त थी हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे छोड़ेंगे दम मगर करते जाओ उसने रोका तेरे को. कोई कहते दुश्मन न करे दोस्त ने काम. यू सिंग एनी सॉन्ग उसका कोई अंत नहीं होता. इंटरेस्टिंग दोनों अभिनिवेश है. अब एंजॉय करो. He says abhuta abhinivesh. Yasmat abhuta abhinivesha. Means what? Asati dvaye. What is the thing which is not there? Dvaya only. Here the abhinivesha is both of I am the perceiver, the world is perceived. This grahaka grahya dvaita itself is abhinivesha, which is actually abhuta. And what is there then if they are not there? Grahya grahaka rahita ekamevadvayam brahma, which is our goal. Now, why Bhagavan Shankara is commenting like this? Because they are mutually connected. एक को वैल्यू दे तो दूसरा रहेगा, एक को डिवैल्यू करे तो दूसरा डिवैल्यू करेगा. इसलिए दोनों को डिवैल्यू करते हुए दोनों को जीरो करना है. कौन है दोनों? द ग्राहक हियर, द ग्राह्य देयर. As long as I consider myself as grahaka, I need to have a grahya. Then only my grahakatva is substantiated. So too, as long as I value the grahya, the corresponding grahaka must be there. So in the example of snake, the seen snake and the seer of the snake, both are illusion because the snake itself is not there. How can be the seer of snake? But both, I am the seer of snake, snake is seen by me. Both are abhinivesh. Interesting point. He says, asati dvaye. Dvaya is not at all there actually, but dvaya astitva nishchayaha abhuta abhiniveshaha. Even though the dvaya is not there, still taking a form nishchaya that the dvaya is there is called as abhuta abhinivesha. Shankar Bhagavan is very clearly defined. What is meant by abhuta abhinivesha as word used by KARIKA Kara, first sentence. Abhuta abhinivesha. मतलब द्वये असति द्वया अस्तित्व निश्चय. Feel the meaning of that word. द्वया है, like सांप नहीं है लेकिन है करके निश्चय लेना. असति द्वये अस्तित्व निश्चय नहीं है. No chance at all for the snake to be there, but we have done the nischay of the existence of the snake. So to grahaka grahya is no chance for it to stay, but we have given such a importance for their astitva. We are firmly resolved to say that they are existing. That is the problem. That is why in this world, if you leave it, nothing remains. If you hold on to, everything comes. All your friendships, relations, everything. You can see it in the world. Okay, your vyavahara, the sentiments, all that work, therefore you are not ready to live. But a Pakka Vedanta will have to leave everything. He cannot be sentimental. He says, I'm dropping everything and I'm recognizing myself. At that level, if you don't rise above your sentiments, emotions, you will never do. You can't even look at the nose of your wife. That is why in Gita Bhagavan said, look at your own nose. Swamiji, I left my wife and all that, but I loved her because of looking at nose. Can I meditate on her nose? No, no, no. Swam nasikagram. Any emotion you have, you can never meditate. Because emotion gives not only reality but also to the beauty to the thing which is not there. Hmm. World is neither emotional nor intellectual, but it is real. But what helps you to reach reality is intellectual, not emotional. This fact one day everybody will realize who are growing in sadhana. Some have already realized, oh, you are able to detach from all emotions here. वैसे नहीं हो पा रहा है. The fact is that fellow also was there at this level few lives back. Now he reached it. Another fact is we are now at the emotional level. दो तीन जिंदगी में इतना धक्का खा खा के we will also leave all emotions. We will go to become intellectual. In the intellectual inquiry, all the untruth is accepted as untruth and dropped. Reality is understood and experienced as myself. Now, yasmat means abhutabhiniveshat. What is abhutabhinivesha? Asati dvaye, dvaya astitva nischaya abhuta abhinivesha. Now, tasmat, from that, avidya vyamoha rupat, hi sadrushe, tat anurupe. Tat means chittam pravartate. Shankara Bhagavan is adding some more things which we also added while explaining. What he says, what is Abhinivesha said? That which is not there is taken as real or existing. It's called Abhut Abhinivesha. Point one. Point two kya hai? Tasmat. Because of that, Abhut Abhinivesha, what is that? Avidya Vyamoha Rupat. Avidya Vyamoha Rupadhi Sadrushe. Avidya means reality is not known as it is. Vyamoha means Visheshena Mohaha. That you have taken up a choice of some name and form or the emotion. That's called Vyamoha. See, knowing truth is Jnanam. Not knowing truth in that place, seeing something else is Moha. And in that attributing some qualities and wanting to have it, it is called as Vyamoha. Visheshena asavantat moha. What is Vyamoha doing here? Why this word added by Adi Shankara? Because first Dvayaka hai hi nahi hai. But we said Asti. But we will never be satisfied with the Asti, like a person. You look at him. You can never be happy by just looking at him. Thereafter, you have to have some Vyamoha. Either that person is good or bad or friend or relative. कुछ ना कुछ दिमाग चलना ही पड़ता है. Sometime it may be related to you or may not. You can go on imagining ये collector है कि doctor है या ये contributor है कि useless है और ये beggar है कि rich है. These are all called as, after taking the person as real, called moha. Additional things called as vyamoha. Is it not? Mind cannot stop having seen something unless it enters into the vyamoha, because then only the value for that thing. इट में भी समटाइम नॉन पॉजिटिव, हमारा देश का नहीं है, हमारे रिलीज का नहीं है, हमारा मित्र नहीं है, या मैं इसको नहीं देखूंगा, मैं इसको भूल जाऊंगा. इवन देर ऑल व्यामोहस. Secondary level of projections. Primary projection is non-existing taken as existing. Secondary projection is attributing various values and accordingly relating. Is it not? Because of that vyamoha, tasmad avidya vyamoha rupat. One is not there, but taken it as real. That is avidya moha. Vyamoha is attributions given and because of this, what is sadrushe tadan rupe tat chittam pravartate. Chitta starts working in that way. Interesting point. So person not there is there. Is there Indian. Indian, therefore I must become friendly. Even when the two Indians meet in foreign country. अच्छा तुम the Indians have? First a person seen, then said as Indian, then Indian can be friendly, therefore let me. And they stay also. No, they stay friendly. समझो जी आप अभिनिवेश क्यों कहते हो हम तो इतना फ्रेंडली है बेटा अभिनिवेश के कारण ही फ्रेंडली हो रहा है. Is it not? Because that's not permanent again. टाटा बाय बाय तो बोलना ही पड़ेगा एक दिन. And this is not the ultimate because if you say a person globally, see, then why will you make friendship with only Indian? You are identified with India, therefore Indian is friend to you. If you say a citizen of globe, any human being you will become friendly. Another reason is what? He may be Indian, but he is not a Gujarati, then this fellow will not be friend. Because he is from Malayali. In that also you see, the two people are there, both are from India. A Gujarati, Malayali. मैं Malayali हूँ, but I become fond of Malayali, not Gujarati. अब देखो, everything is imagined only, no? It is called Vyamoha. It works, please. Point क्या है ना माया का, though it is unreal, but it works. Just like snake is not there, but it works in creating fear. Friend is not there, but it works in giving you the pleasure. That working is the one which is strengthening the abhasa as if it is real. वहां हम फंस रहे हैं, उधर हमको केयरफुल रहना है. That's the funniest thing of this Maya. Though it is not there, like the movie is not there, but it works. Is it not working in influencing the entire generation? सारे बच्चे सिनेमा वगैरह देख देख के इनके दिमाग खराब हो रहे हैं कि नहीं? Which is not there, but it is influencing. स्वामी how it can influence if it is not there? वही माया है मेरे पुत्र. तुम वो नहीं है नहीं मान रहे हो ना, तुम है मान रहे हो तो इन्फ्लुएंस में है. This word is important. Avidya Vyamoha Rupat. And exactly Sadrushe Tadanrupe Tachittam Pravartate. This is the problem. This is how the non-existing world is appearing. How to discard the world and experience the Atma Vastu. Therefore, Tasya Dvayasya Vastunaha Abhavam Yada Buddhavan. When he insists upon the opposite of it, that in the truth these Vastus are not there. For that insistence, you have to have some Shastra Jnanam, some logic, as was explained so far. On the strength of this, when this practice is done, that they are only abhasa but not real, abhasa but not real, that way the reality status, when you keep on dropping, vastuna abhavam yada, buddhavan, when you awaken to that. So when you do the abhava practice of the vastus, the abhinivesha, the vasana, they start going away. Beautiful it is. It happens, when you expect from a person something to get something, how much friendly you become. The moment when you understand that what you want the person is not giving, you do the opposite of the thing abhinivesha, and by doing this person's way fayda nahi hai, you can see that person's importance gets on reduced. Person or thing, whatever it may be. A diabetic patient. Before he became patient, sugar, chahiye, mithai. When the readings are high, when the doctor tells if he is sincere and genuine, slowly he starts doing the opposite of it. There you can see from his life, this subject called as sugar goes away only. One example enough to understand everything. So, Swamiji, can you put it in our layman's language in one sentences? हाँ एक ही है. अगर आप मानते हो तो है और हाय रहकर वो बांध देगा. धीरे धीरे मानते हो नहीं है तो चला जाएगा. जगत मानने में है ना मानने में नहीं है. परमात्मा मानो या ना मानो, जानो या जानो, ही इज ऑलवेज देयर. दैट्स इट. And that manna na manna is how deep, how detailed, how various, variety oriented, that is your choice. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं? फर्स्ट जगत है मानते, देन इतने वेराइटी में सेकंड मानना, थर्ड वन इज विथ सो मच ऑफ ब्यूटी, सो मच ऑफ गुडनेस, therefore I must possess it, I must involve in it, I must indulge in it. So many types of manna is making you do like that. Is it not? If you go to, a children's park, you will see 100 things are there. Whoever the child, whatever he feels like, he goes, climbs and comes. Some children want every one of them, but the parents go, but they don't climb anything because उनके मन में है ही नहीं है, बच्चों को ले गए घुमाने. Is it not? You say that you took child enjoyed, but you are not enjoying anything because you have not mana. But you are interested things when you go for shopping. So much of value given कि all of them सपने में भी आते हैं, all that. No, all this should tell us कि it is only because of abhinivesha that the abhuta is appearing to be bhuta, bhuta is existing and binding you. Your own abhinivesha. Therefore, vastu abhavam buddhva eva. No, this is such a hardest and difficult thing to be done. But this being the fact, unhesitatingly Karikakara put in front of us. What is that? Vastu abhavam buddhva. हम लोग जिनके अंदर इतने वासनाएं डिजायर्स बने, so much of dependency we develop on the world कि the world is not there, we are not ready easy to believe it because so many threads of ropes of attachments and ashas are there कि हमको चाहिए ही जगत. Therefore such person can never become spiritual to rise above this to discover the truth. Hmm. हमको हमें समझना है गोल क्या है, बंधन क्या है, छुटकारा कैसे पाना है. No, again, the in middle path is what? Straight away you cannot give up everything to which we are attached. But all those which are unnecessary, which are binding, at least those things we can drop. While dropping them, learn from them. Okay, I gave importance, therefore it is there. If not, it is not there. You recognize that principle, no? नहीं तो शुरू होगा ही नहीं साधना. You experiment with your cell phone and TV. There were the days when they were not at all there, but now it has become such an addiction. Without that, I can't live. But half of the day is going for it, no? How much of kachra is creating, I'm not talking about it. But your involvement. No, 1 week you take a निश्चय, I'll not see cell phone or TV. उसमें स्टेटस में लिख दो सेल फोन में होगा आई एम नॉट इन टच आई एम तपस्या नेक्स्ट 7 days nobody should disturb me. You do that, what will happen? The abhinivesha goes away, insistence goes away. I'm just telling few things. Thereafter, use cell phone and TV for the minimum required, not wasting your time. In this way, the seeables, the thinkables, the eatable, the lookable, each of them, when you do the opposite of Abhinivesha, we will discover that freedom from the grosser outer thing. Then only we can enter into the removal of the subtler thoughts also on the seat of meditation by devaluing them. That's why गीता में कहा इस सबका सारांश विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निरारस्य देहिनः. Outside you stop indulging, the things go away from you. Inside you stop entertaining, the thoughts go away from you. You can observe it. Yesterday as I gave you coffee tea, today आज आपको cool drink पिलाएंगे. Cool drink का thought आया. It's a thought. You can entertain it by going for a cool drink. You can become a witness of it and allow it to sink it. The thought goes away. If you give value, it creates the grass cold drink. If you devalue, the grass cold drink नहीं बनेगा, thought भी चला जाएगा. No, keep on doing like that. Any thought comes, don't travel with it, don't value it. After some days, we can see the gurgling and the rush and gush of thoughts goes away. That's the sadhana that one has to do. That is why he leaves everything, goes to jungle, close the eyes, comes out of the outer world first of all. Thereafter, in the mind also he goes on devaluing. Why we have to devalue outer inner world? Because it is not real. It is binding. It is hiding the reality from us. First to discover the self. उसके बाद फिर देखेंगे. You are my friend. This thought came to me. If I entertain it, then I say चलो hello बोलते हैं. I say Hariom, happy Holi. Where is it? If I say you are not my friend, you are sadhaka, you are a jiva, you are in your own pursuit. Then my thought when it's cut there, this message waiting for your reply, ये सब खत्म हो गया ना. It may be entertaining that I message you, you reply me, but it is not reality. Are we ready to rise to that level of real reality than the relative reality? Then you are साधक. नहीं तो इनको मैसेज करो, उनको करो, उनसे बात करो, इनसे दोस्ती करो, उसको मिलो. दैट्स व्हाट एनीवे वी आर डूइंग. वो करवाने के लिए साधना थोड़ी होता है. Spirituality is not to give us entertainment of the worldliness that anybody doing. Everybody is doing. For that matter, many spiritual people are entertaining only us by giving entertaining spirituality. That's okay. Go on. Who says not? Even satsang also is entertainment. What I am doing. At one way, if you don't take it from the sadhana standpoint. बात समझ में आ कि नहीं धीरे धीरे. सो तस्य द्वयस्य वस्तुनः अभावं यदा बुद्धवान् तदा तस्मात् निस्संगम nirapeksham sat. Because you are not valuing it, then you will not have apeksha from it, then sangha goes away. When the sangha goes away, vinivartate means abhuta avinivesha vishayat vinivartate. He will withdraw from the avinivesha of the thing which is abhuta. Then whatever is the bhuta or the always existing self, that gets revealed. No, the entire samsara of all the jiva, one shloka में हमारे कार्य का कार बता रहे है परमात्मा. There is nothing other than him. But in your abhinivesha, you are only creating the world. When you know that the world is not there, entertain that not, the abhinivesha goes away, then what is eternally there, that is revealed. This is what you have to understand and do it. And suddenly you can't do everything. Therefore, outside a little your dharma you practice, little of bhakti you practice, so that you conserve your time energy and do this one. Main wala ye hona. I have to discover myself. I have to transcend about the jata of the jagat. Right away, everything I can't do. But keeping that only as goal, wherever the pressures are there in me of the vasanas or of the dharmas or of the obligations, without adding the new ones, I keep on finishing them. Main job is I am sitting on the seat of meditation to reach to the Atmastu. Because the force of asana, if I am not able to do, get out of meditation and finish your dharma. One they are over, again go back. Always seek for the mood of meditation and entertain or do the meditation when the mood is found. Only this much we have to do. All other things are only to create mood, not disturb the mood. That is why our life should be meditative, contemplative, self-study, satsanga. Other than these four, nothing should be there. The other thing are upasana, japa, puja, वो तो फिर coming to the level of satsanga. Once we are regular in our upasana leading to the satsanga, satsanga is important. Once we are able to understand the shastras, shastra adhyanam along with the base of satsanga is important. Thereafter, we have to be only more and more contemplative. Contemplation should thoroughly explain to us self alone is real, world is unreal. This is conviction. Contemplation gives conviction. Conviction को experience करने के लिए meditation. In that meditation, what I am convinced, I am trying to be in that experience. In that effort of trying to be, the becoming goes away. That happens when we do. It happens a little difficult now, but when we start doing it, it becomes easier. In this way, this shloka has given us sufficient thing. Now today we'll stop here. Now nivrittasya pravrittasya nishchalahi tada sthitihi vishesaihi buddhanam tatsamyam ajamadvayam ajamanidrama swapnam prabhatam bhavati swayam sakrut vibhato hi eva yeshah dharma dhatu subhavatah सुखमाव्रियते नित्यं दुःखं विव्रियते सदा यस्य कस्यचित् धर्मस्य ग्रहेण भगवानसौ अस्ति नास्त्यस्ति नास्तीति नास्ति नास्तीति वा पुनः चलस्थिरो भयाभावैरावृणोत्येव बालिशः कोट्यश्चतस्रेतास्तु ग्रहैर्यासां सदा वृतः भगवानाविरस्पृष्टः येन दृष्टस्य सर्वदृक् प्राप्य सर्वज्ञतां कृत्स्नां ब्राह्मण्यं पदमव्ययम् अनापन्नादिमध्यान्तं किमतः परमीयते विप्राणाविनो हेषः शमप्राकृत उच्यते दमः प्रकृतिदान्तत्वादेवं विद्वान् शमं व्रजेत्. सवस्तु सोपलम्भं च द्वयं लौकिकमिष्यते अवस्तु सोपलम्भं च शुद्धं लौकिकमिष्यते अवस्त्वनुपलम्भं च लोकोत्तरमिति स्मृतं ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च विज्ञेयं सदा बुद्धैः प्रकीर्तितं ज्ञाने च त्रिविधे ज्ञेये क्रमेण विदिते स्वयं सर्वज्ञता हि सर्वत्र भवति इह महादयः हेयाज्ञेयाप्यवाक्यानि विज्ञेयान्यग्रयाणदः तेषामन्यत्र विज्ञेयात् उपलम्भस्त्रिषु स्मृतः प्रकृत्याकाशवज्ञेयाः सर्वे धर्मा अनादयः विद्यते न हि नानात्वं तेषां क्वचन किञ्चन ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ See, last 10-15 days, though we are doing all other classes, but we can see definitely the spashtata we are gaining through Mandukya. That is the power of the content of the Upanishad and the power of the entire Rishi Parampara who are involved in that. And I believe, at least for few of you, the clear understanding about sadhana and little bit of conviction to do sadhana is happening for few of you. Others also slowly will come into when the study continues. I wish you all the best. Once again, holy wishes and prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shrutimatre Namaha Munduka Maharshe Namaha Gaudavadacharya Varya Anuvada Shankarat Guru Namaha Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpana Mastu. Thank you. We'll do our Gita last chapter now.